Hi everyone, I'm bringing you on another bike ride, this time to Tengah Street. So this street, before the pandemic, used to be a really quiet area with many resorts and quiet hostel and hotel for people who enjoy the calm and close to the beach. However, since the pandemic started in March 2020, the area developed a bit, with many bars from Cheneng moving actually to Tengah Street. Why? Because that's where many of the local population actually goes for nightlife. So Cheneng Beach have always been pretty much for tourists. So many of the bars decided to move to this area to develop a bit their activities. So for a few months, it was really a lively street at night with bars, restaurants, a bit of, a fun place to be. But because of the lockdown, now continuing since 1 month, the area is really quiet. And most businesses actually having troubles because a lot of foreigners and people had to leave the island since the visa announcement from the government. So the area is nowadays really, really quiet, and we are not really sure in the future what will happen to the streets. So at the moment, the island is really changing a lot, and we don't really know what will happen once the pandemic is over. But that's something that we will discover in the future. As you can see at the moment, there is a lot of construction sites on both sides of the street. One area is still empty, but one of them there is new apartments and hotel being built. Here we are arriving in the area with a lot of restaurants and nightclubs. So we used to have the famous Sun Bar, where everyone go at night, especially quite late after other bars in Cheneng. So let's say, for example, you go first party in Cheneng and then you will go to Sun Bar in the end. What I like about this street and this area in general is like it's still really green. In the background here you can see we have a small hill with quite green. So this place is actually really great for spotting animals. We still have a lot there, like monkeys, for example, macaques, or langur, the black one. There is also a lot of other animals that people don't really know about, like slow loris, colugo. We also have mouse deer, and many others actually, because we are not really sure what's really inside there, or even like civets, and many more. So it's still an area really that we have to discover. But you can often see the langurs going around and other birds, for example, like eagle who have nests. At night, you can hear the really nice nightjar. So if you don't know what is a nightjar, you can go look online. It sounds a bit like a car key. So it's a really interesting noise that most people have heard but don't really know what it is. And it's actually everywhere around people because they nest on the ground. So go have a look for all those beautiful animals. Here we are arriving near the Aloft Hotel. This area is known because of the Dash Resort with a beautiful pool and the view on the beach, which is perfect for sunset. So if one day you can come to Langkawi, please go have a look. It's really nice there. So today for the ride, I didn't continue all the way to the end of the road, But if you continue, you have some nice places like Ambong Ambong with the Rainforest Retreat and the Villa Side, which are beautiful and amazingly well-built places with respect to the environment, with many animals around. So if one day you want to visit Langkawi, I really recommend you to stay there. At the end of the road after that, you have Resort World. So this place also have a beautiful pool with the view on the island. They have a karaoke stage and a bar where you can go, which is quite a nice place at night. And also, this area have the jetty that you use when you want to go island hopping. You can also order sunset dinner cruise. So this is a really nice activity when you want to enjoy a beautiful sunset for dinner on a boat. So you can find many places that promote that in normal time. So that's something you can think about. And the island hopping is really nice because you get to discover many places, go on the beautiful islands in front of Chenang and Tengah. But remember, one issue is feeding eagle. So a lot of places will feed eagle to attract them to the boat so you can see them better. But it's not good. It's always better to enjoy them in their natural habitat without feeding them. But you might wonder why. When you feed them, first of all, we eat chicken skin, which is not good for them and can make them sick. Second of all, they become lazy, and then most of the time they will become sick. They will have babies who become weird and they died out. So please remember, if you go island hopping, tell your boatman not to feed the eagle. You can still see them really well. And many tour guides nowadays are not feeding them, which is really good and changing. Here on the left of the street, you can see we have a new building. So this is some new houses built recently. So they are semi-detached houses with pool, and they're actually really modern style compared to the rest of the place. It's called Lavanya. Here we are passing by the Frangipani Hotel. This hotel is one of my favorite for many reasons. First of all, the location, which is beautifully placed by the beach, which offer an amazing scenery from inside the hotel. But also, not just for that, the hotel is really good in terms of environmental practices. So they have more than 250 green practices, and when you visit, they can bring you on a tour to show you all of this, and it's really amazing. They have a farm at the back. They have recycling station, they have compost station. Everything in the hotel is reused. There is even trash to separate plastic from other trash. They also use, for example, plants on the roof of the rooms to keep it cool, so you don't need to use too much aircon. But this is just few examples, and there is many more that you can discover with them during a visit. Here we are approaching closer to the street on the left that leads you to Tengah Beach. So there you have a nice restaurant called Eden that you can go for sunset, really nice view. And there's also other food places on the side. Here in the background, you can see that there is a big hotel being built. So this is one of the two big hotels being planned for the area in Tengah next to Tengah Street. And here you can see closer this new hotel being built, which is almost finished, the Park Royal Hotel. So as you can see, it's quite big compared to all the other construction around Chennai. I hope you enjoyed the ride with me today and will join me again on my next adventure. Thank you from A Walk in Nature and see you again.